أول مرة ثاني مرة أكشن ثاني مرة ضربة انتقام
3 2 go.
Hi, my name is Reem Kelani. I'm a Palestinian singer, musician and broadcaster. Thank you very much for visiting my Kickstarter page for this project, This Land. My first album, Sprinting Gazelle, Palestinian songs from the motherland and the diaspora, represented my origins, my Palestinian narrative, where I came from. And I focused very much on the pre-1948 collective memory of the Palestinian people. And this was self-funded, and I spent years trying to work and save money in order to produce this album. Years later, and thanks to the Kickstarter help, generous people like you hopefully, I released, this way round, Live at the Tabernacle, Reem Kelani Live at the Tabernacle. So this is a live album, and it was produced thanks to many generous Kickstarter supporters. They both have detailed booklets in them, that kind of translation, the musicological background, a glossary, and a lot of photographs, and also introductions to explain where every song comes from. The project that I'm about to make, This Land, the idea came to me a few months back when I was in hospital, and it was a long stay, and I was thinking I need to make a project about the songs that influenced my childhood, my formative years in Kuwait. So check this out, I'm Palestinian, I was born in Manchester, I spent my formative years in Kuwait, and then I came back to England around 30 years ago. So that roughly gives me an idea about how old I am. Definitely not how young I am, but how old I am. So this idea came to me, and I thought I want to pay homage to a lot of the musical fabrics and structures that gave birth to my own musical language. And I remember growing up in Kuwait with Kuwaitis of Arab origin, of Persian origin, of African origin, with Palestinians, with Egyptians, Syrians, Sudanese, Libyans, Yemenis, Iraqis, Iranian, and all these musics, and I say musics, helped shape my musical language, which juxtaposed with my Palestinian origin to give you the music that Reem Kelani gives. So when I was going through these songs, I realized, oh dear, actually, they're all, apart from the Palestinian one so far, yet, they're all on the Trump travel ban list. And I thought, ooh, so this is part of your formative years, and it ends up now to be on Trump's travel ban. And then on one of the mornings where I was sitting there in a coffee shop writing some arrangements, this American waitress came and she asked me, where do you come from? And I said, I come from a place where your president hates. She said, God, you're not Mexican, are you? So I thought, fine, I'm going to sing a Mexican song. So there's a Mexican song in the album as well as songs from Palestine, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen. And then I thought, Somalia? I never grew up with Somalis. I never grew up with Somali people in Kuwait, and then I knocked on the door of Huda, my neighbour, in the block where I live, in West London, and she taught me a Somali song. So this album will show you all the cultures that have affected my musicality, as well as the expat communities with whom I grew up in Kuwait, American and British expat communities, where I learned the American songbook, jazz, blues, but also the folk musics of England and America. And then I thought, it's all about this land. Is it your land? Is it my land? And one of my heroes of all time is the great Woody Guthrie, whose landlord, check this out, was Trump's father. Hence, this land is your land. This land was made for you and me. And with your help, we will bring this album on this land. Thank you.
عبد القادر شيل الله